Hi. Welcome to the Hot Show. I'm going to sing the intro song now. After that wonderful intro music, the show will get started soon. Music from Esteban. Oh, it's the Hot Show, and I don't know how it's gonna go. It's the Hot Show, and I can't guess what's gonna happen next. So come on, enjoy yourself. Let's do the Hot Show. Hello, and welcome to the Hot Show. We're trying new stuff today, so we ended up where our guest appeared on the screen at the same time at the beginning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I'm really pleased to have you here. We've talked for a long time about getting you on.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah, we tried a number of times, and the dates just didn't work out.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah, well, you know, it's my fault too sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bring on our panel for today. We got Shelton here. I think you're muted. Yep, there you go. And we got Luda here as well in the darkness as usual.
Luda in the darkness.
That music was so great. I can't believe you just made that up just then.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know.
Yay! And I love seeing that too, Hot. That was great. It was super relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
So the video at the beginning there was made by our good friend of the show, Max Oakland.
Max, lovely intro.
Hey, good job, Max.
Yeah.
Good job, Esteban.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a lovely way to start off the evening. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens tonight because this is one of those ones that I really don't know what's going to happen at all. We've, of course, invited you here to hang out, and you've already given us some music. I mean, like, part of what, like, the excitement that I have for you being here is just, like, you are such a vastly creative person. Obviously your main forte is music, but like you like have your hands like all over different parts of music. Like you have like a soft folk projects, and you have like a dinosaur themed hip hop group as well.
That is so cute.
Thank you. We haven't played in a very long time, but it's not extinct yet either. It's still
extinct.
Well, yeah.
Oh shit.
I would never. Well, thank you, Hot.
Yeah.
It was really great catching up when you were in Montana. That was a couple months ago now, but
it was, but that was you helped set us up with an amazing show.
Yeah.
I think one of the best shows I've ever played. And then you performed after us, and it was a great night.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was great catching up with you. I am.
Oh wow!
Magic.
That's my logo. Don't stare at it too closely.
Why?
It's you might like fall under a spell or something.
I want to stare at it. Show me again.
I'm not gonna do this too much because I was informed when I purchased this shirt from Esteban that this is a magic shirt, and I need to be careful about how I use it. So I'm not going to do this for very much here, but
It's a quick glimpse should be okay.
Ooh.
Can you like hug the screen and then slowly move?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's working.
oh,
Feel it.
oh.
Right. That's it. That's all I'm willing to get here. But I'm hoping that infuses this show with a little bit of magic. I've only actually worn this shirt one other time when I went to some hot springs up in the mountains of Montana.
Right. That sounds pretty magical.
Yeah, I feel like it helped infuse some extra magic into it.
Oh, yeah. Right, Jeff.
Yeah. So, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Just in general?
Yeah.
It's been a pretty wild time out here in Montana, but mostly good. It's a roller coaster of life.
Amen. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a non-religious way to say amen.
Preach.
Yeah, preach.
I don't know.
I felt weird saying that.
Are you allowed to curse on this show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking A. Fucking A. That's a good.
Fucking A.
I think cheers to that is similar to amen.
Yeah.
In a way. Cheers.
Oh, I don't have any beverages with me.
Yeah.
But...
Remember to hydrate.
Oh, I have mine too.
Look at the glass.
Oh no, I'm the only one not drinking.
This is what happened to me after looking at Hot the Cat's t-shirt.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Is that a t-shirt from a band that you had?
I call my solo project the Tesseract. I made that logo for that project.
What's a Tesseract? Again, is it a shape?
Isn't that when the worm? Hold on, the thing from? Oh my God, what is the name of this book?
A Wrinkle in Time.
Huh?
A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah,
the movie did.
Time.
Yeah,
that's how they time travel. And then she does that thing with her skirt, and it goes like down, and she's representing how time passes.
Yeah.
So normally, it's like jumping.
Yeah, it's the Tesseract was kind of the villain in that book almost.
Yeah.
But
I read it in like 4th grade though, so my brain might not remember that as much as I thought I did.
You were spot on.
I mean, you remember the folding part. That was
That was from the movie, to be fair.
Oh,
we read the book and then watched the movie, so.
Wait, there was an old movie of Wrinkle in Time?
Yeah. And then they made another one where Oprah was part of it or something.
I haven't allowed myself to watch it yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, someday.
That's a great band name.
Thank you. Well, I'm actually been wanting to change it. So if you guys think of anything while I'm here, let me know.
I already like it, so I don't.
I like it too, but there's other Tesseracts out there, and I'm trying to. I want to become
Tesseract or test Tesseract.
Tesseract.
Test.
That seems a little wordy, a little lengthy.
Says the person who named.
I know.
Tesseract.
I don't have a link.
Did Luda disappear? Oh, I thought that was still Luda, but just somehow a pile.
Luda actually did disappear.
Oh, I hope it wasn't because of the shirt.
I was peeing. I just didn't want to announce that I had to go pee. It's gonna happen again.
Your nation is welcome on the show.
I didn't want to interrupt the Tesseract.
The show, we would not prefer to see it, but you can say that you do need to go to the bathroom.
I know, but I didn't want to interrupt the Tesseract. So
that's fair. That's fair.
I will say for urination, today especially is a show and tell day. Do not show, but you can tell. Telling is okay about that. Do not show.
Yeah.
Woo! Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of, I wanted to highlight the poster for this week is by a good friend of the show, Penelope.
Amazing.
A great, weird, and wonderful one. You never know quite what Penelope's going to do with an idea. It's great. There's like always experimentation. It's really cool.
It's cool.
I love it.
I know people that like to peel their oranges like that, and they're strange people.
You know, I think the only time I peel an orange like that is for an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
You get the flavors in there.
Yeah, spank it.
That's what I do. At one point, well, you're supposed to like slap the like which mint you're supposed to slap before you like put in. And the reason why is it because I learned this during a work cocktail hour over Zoom during the pandemic, and you're supposed to slap the mint and rub it so that it crunches enough to oxidate or like bring like the oxygen from the not inside it to, you know what I'm saying.
Basil's a good candidate to spank as well.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Speaking some basil.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, those leafy herbs. You just want to spank them.
Yep.
I'm not a meat eater, but I was told that you're also supposed to spank chicken sometimes to get the seasoning in.
When it's still alive?
No. That's non-consensual, friend. I feel like
I suppose. Well, this brings up a whole other subject.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting into some touchy territory here.
I'm just tell them that show again.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't
I
have to...
don't even know if we should tell them about some of this.
Remember when I killed that chicken in Montana, Kat?
Yeah, I do remember.
Was it for the experience of killing a chicken to eat it? Or was it terrorizing you? Or was it for fun?
It was because they needed to be called. There was too many roosters, and it was creating violence in the group.
Ah. So one was being a real cock about it.
Yeah, I killed the cockiest one.
Well, actually, it's interesting that you say that because fish, sometimes when there are too many males in a tank, there are certain kinds of fish that change their gender to be female because there are too many males.
Oh man.
Wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah. We need to figure that out.
If chickens could do that too.
You mentioning Luda, like that you're in that like you were in Montana does bring up a question that we haven't really asked in a while since you haven't really been on in a little bit. But
where in the world is Luda?
Wow.
Can you play it again? It's so good.
It's so good.
Where in the world is Luda?
So Luda, where in the world are you?
I'm in Elkton, Oregon.
Elkton, Oregon.
In a town of 196. In a barn.
What part of the state is that?
It's an hour from the coast, and it's more like central south.
Oh man, sounds beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's a good spot. It's along a river, the Umpqua River.
Oh yeah, the Umpqua.
Here, it's gonna be good swimming this summer. I can hear the river from my house.
Sounds like you're telling, not showing a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I do kind of wonder if maybe we should kind of get into this the showing and telling together, because we've been talking a little bit about telling, not a lot of showing going on. Yeah. What do you think? I did write a little song for it. I unfortunately couldn't come up with a guitar part, but I do have a little song for this that you might have heard on the Instagram if you are somebody who is on the Instagram. Follow us at How to Get, or check out
gmail.com.
Yeah.
Follow us at Gmail.
Well, if you subscribe to our email, we will send you an email each week to watch the show and or join the show if you so choose. It's fun.
And also, you have the possibility of getting a picture of Otter every week.
Oh, that really brightened my day.
If you're so inclined.
It's great. I would argue that is on the top 10 reasons to subscribe. And also, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we might be able to change the end of the YouTube to say Hot the Cat. Please do that, everyone.
Trying to get to 100?
Hour in the future.
Yeah, we need 100. It'd be great.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we will get there. If you're watching, please subscribe now or in the future. But so I wrote this little song. Let me see if I can remember how I started. Show and tell, what have you fell into doing? Grab your tap shoes and dance. Show us your shells, you found on the beaches in France. Oh, take a chance, 'cause we want to hear your newest song. So bust out those bongos and sing along. If you want to see your weirdo art, those frogs you painted glow in the dark. I'm not talking to anyone else. I just want to see your show and tells. Yeah. That's a song.
I had my tap shoes and my bongos at the ready. That was amazing.
That is amazing. I was wondering what you were using at first. That was your tap shoes. You actually could grab your tap shoes.
They're real.
Sweet.
Do you know how to tap?
Not really.
Oh, man. I used to have that on.
I used to tap dance in a band that I tried to start with a friend, and we put little mics underneath a board so that I could tap dance, and it would be mic'd and loud enough.
Yeah.
But then we slowly lost motivation because it was just a bassist and me. So you kind of need more than that in order to.
Yeah.
Once again, sounds like we're slipping into telling territory.
Enough of this telling. Wait.
We got a show. We got a show.
Okay.
Does anyone want to start? I see we have somebody maybe ready in the waiting room, but anyone on screen want to start off showing and telling a little bit?
I have something I want to show. I need to go grab it, though. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll grab my item in the meantime. I'm gonna try to hide it so no one can see.
Luda, do you think you're going to be participating tonight?
Yeah, I have the website or the story to read. I don't know if reading a story counts as show though. That might be
I think it's okay because I think in that case it's sort of a showing through telling.
Mm-hmm.
That's a performance. That's a showing of telling.
Right.
Yeah, I could do either one of those.
Nice.
All right. Are you going to start us off, Esteban?
Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this magic flute that I have.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Tell us about this magic flute.
There's this guy on Instagram that makes these, and I bought one. And it has 2 chambers in it, so you can play 2 notes at once on it.
Oh wow!
Here
Really?
Yeah, like you can choose one or the other. Or if you add the other chamber, it sounds like this.
What? Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
That has such
Amazing.
a specific tone.
Right? And it has
Amazing.
Play it for like a few minutes. I'll take a little nap. That's nice.
could I try it? I want to plug in the music machine real quick and just I want to just try something.
Please do. Please do.
Okay, hopefully this will be loud enough for workout.
Can you hear me now? Oh boy.
Your voice is a little bit quieter than it was.
Okay. Hello?
Okay. Hello.
Let's see here. I just wanted to hear with the delay on it because it sounds even more magical.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
Wait, so do you guys hear it sound doubly now that I'm have the
No, it seems okay, actually.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems all right.
Okay.
We were having
All
some
right,
trouble
well,
with it
let me know
before.
if it becomes a problem again.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm open to anyone else if anyone else has any questions. But the question that I have is, you referred to this as a magic flute, and I bought a magic T-shirt from you.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of magic objects?
Well, I might have a loose definition of the word magic. That might
Yeah,
be
I mean, I understand.
No, but this flute and that shirt are genuinely magical.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah,
I
it
think
seems
I
like
had
it.
a magical experience while listening.
Thank
For
you.
some reason, I was thinking of one of the intro songs in Pocahontas when the wind starts blowing. You know?
You guys know the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
I am
I feel
familiar.
like it
Yes.
kind of sounds like that when I'm like, oh, let me get it right here. You know, something like that. It's very similar.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Also, that sounded like. That's
That's more what I was hearing. Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking that too. Did you know what song that is? Just so my brain can clear itself and I don't need to go down a YouTube rabbit hole at 2 a.m.
No, you're gonna have to tell me what it is when you
Can't
find
think
it.
of
Oh, Justin Timberlake. You ain't gotta talk for me. Touch my love, it's free.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you hear it now.
Totally play that on this flute.
And you can do it.
So did the person who made it come up with that double chamber thing, or is that like a thing that's been around?
That I don't know. I've never seen anyone else doing it.
Mhm.
His page is Kinfolk Ceramics on the old Instagrams.
Folks,
Definitely worth checking out. This is one of the like smaller, more simple ones that he makes.
Nope.
Yeah, that makes me interested what the more elaborate ones look like and sound like.
You just
I'm
gotta
gonna go
see for
pee
yourself.
again. Sorry, guys. It's gonna keep happening. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Have fun.
How dare you?
All right. Well, that was a wonderful way to start off the show and tell night. Just great. Now, I do, like I said, I think we got someone waiting in the waiting room. And I thought maybe let's bring them on. Whose phone is that?
Excuse you, Luda.
Maybe when I'm trying to play a song.
All right.
Somebody's here, and it's Alex.
Hello.
Howdy, Alex.
Oh, Alex, I can't see you.
You can't see me?
No.
I can see the video down there, but not on the.
Maybe try toggling off your video and turning it back on.
Anything?
No. This is very odd.
This is the first on the Hot Show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technical difficulties, not a first, but this specific problem is a first.
Hmm. Well, I'm wondering if perhaps it's frozen, maybe.
It's very strange.
I can leave and come back. I will try.
Yeah, let's try it.
The only
Let's
thing
try
I know
that.
how to
Let's try
do.
that.
We'll see you shortly.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to show and tell when your video is not working.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell at least. Oh,
Right. You can tell. It makes it pretty hard to show, though.
Well, welcome, Mantis Blimp.
thank
Nice
you.
to have you
It's
here.
great to be here.
Oh, Mantis blimp.
I saw a mantis shrimp today. Or sorry, yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, at the Shed Aquarium. It was fucking.
Wow.
It's the coolest fucking animal. It's my favorite animal.
Thank you.
They're so cool.
I've been toying around with Mantis Blimp as a possible new name.
There would be so many illustrations that you could do as album covers, as things, but especially if there was a blimp that was a mantis shrimp. But part of me also needs you to create a blimp that is a mantis shrimp.
We need more blimps in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot the Cat, are you in support of more blimps?
I would say so. I mean, there is something kind of like a certain like, I guess. I mean, I hate to use it after we've already had this discussion, but like kind of like a magic to just seeing them out in the wild. You're just going about your day and you go, oh, there's a blimp. It's amazing.
I feel like there's so many blimps in animes, and there's not as many blimps in the real world as there are in animes. You know?
That's true for a lot of things about anime. But you're right.
I'm ready to share an item.
Yeah,
Yay!
sure.
Alrighty.
Let's get you going.
This is a Kodak Brownie. It is a very old camera. This is the aperture. And you can very quickly see this little hole happen. Pretty quickly. The hole is about the size of a little bit smaller than a quarter, a little bit bigger than a nickel. And it's a very, very simple camera. The the back of it is a little broken, but you can load the film in the back. If I can remember how to open it, which might happen or might not happen. It's the hot show. We never know how this is going to go. Well, this is how you advance the film.
Wow.
And you hear those noises? That would be the film being advanced in the back. Here's a little handle on it that someone would use. And then there's a little way to look through it, which I will try to get you to do. It's kind of moldy, and that's okay.
I feel like I could see a little bit of mold in there.
I feel like maybe we can look through this way. Beep, beep, beep. There's another camera that blinked. What's cool about this? I'm gonna try to pull up on this little thing. Remember how I like changed the little hole in here?
Yeah.
Do you see that the hole got a little bit smaller?
Mm-hmm.
This is how you change the aperture.
Whoa.
So now it's big. I lift up this little lever. And now it's small. That's how you change the aperture on it. This camera is really cool because it's one of the first cameras. It was like during the Columbian Exposition, was like the first camera that people started to use as like the everyday camera. Before, cameras were kind of just for like scientists and really, really rich people, and like artists that were specifically using it, but mostly scientists. And this camera kind of gave new life to photography because it became like dark rooms became common during hotel rooms, or in hotels, and then people, when they were on a vacation, could develop their photos on their vacations and then bring their little cameras with them, and then their film would be developed at they could go develop their film at the end of the day. And then postcards became more popular, like that were actually photographs too, which is kind of cool. Yeah. And without this camera, we wouldn't have all sorts of other kinds of cameras. And I love that I know about this because I was reading a book about the Columbian Exposition called Devil in the White City. And then I remember reading that, and then when I became a photographer, I found this, and I was like, holy shit, that's that fucking camera from the 18... Hold on, let me look it up. 18-something. I'm going to look up when the Columbian Exchange is real quick. Please hold while Amy Googles.
So is that like specific one actually that old?
Let me double check. Kodak Brownie box camera. Released in 1900, introduced the Snapshot to the masses. It was a basic cardboard box camera with simple convex concave lens that took 2 1/4-inch square pictures on number 117 roll film. It was for sales of Kodak roll films.
Wow, that's amazing.
1900. I think I got it for like $5 or some shit, maybe 10. And I don't think
that's crazy. That was just 1900, and now think about how cameras are. Like,
yeah, and I like to think of this as like, whenever I think of this camera, I think of it as what the iPhone is today, because like and in a lot of art, you think like, oh, a lot of paintings and stuff like were only of royalty or only of like famous political people or only rich people, and only the lives of the bourgeoisie. And then this like helped bring photography to the masses. So it's really powerful to be able to see pictures of every different walk of life. And I think that like that way that the iPhone and smartphones are like have brought that in a really cool way, and social media has like an added on context to that. But I think it's cool that it kind of started with one of these little guys.
That's badass.
Thank you, Kodak Brownie.
It's kind of funny that like the simplicity of like the object is like pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like the design is very kind of similar.
About the same size of photo too.
Whoa, trippy.
These are pretty common to find. I have one with a better design, but I have lost it somewhere. I have a lot of cameras, so yeah. Thank you for listening to me share.
Yeah, that was great. I do see that Alex has tried to come back in. Yay! We can see you.
We can see you.
I'm glad because I can't see you. I switched to my phone and it's about like this big.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
But that's okay.
Maybe we can have you on your laptop and you can still see us.
The laptop was having a hard time today.
My laptop was too. Just incidentally.
And I'm having a hard time. I was just taking a nap and then I saw Amy's text about joining and I was like, oh yeah, like half still asleep. Because one thing about me is I'll fall asleep anywhere and anytime.
Wow.
But that's not my show and tell.
It's good because I don't think we can do that either.
Talent,
I don't think we can
Yeah,
show
come on, do it. Do it.
Luda may perhaps be in a place that you could fall asleep pretty easily. Show and tell us how you snooze.
It started when I was in marching band in college, and like we would have to take the bus places or go far, and I was just never getting enough sleep, so I just learned to sleep it with whatever was going on, and that's how that happened, and it's continued, and I'm just always just a perpetually tired person, if you will. But I wanted to share my pole dance shoe collection because I like things, and these are some of my things. So I've got these lovely rose gold chrome 8-inchers.
That's crazy.
Classic. Can't go wrong with the chrome. They're a good practice shoe.
How do you not die while in those?
Lots of practice.
All right. Good to know.
Which can start like just staying on the floor. Like you don't even have to stand. Just dance on the floor. Ride around, roll around. Looks cool. People love it. Feels good. And then when you get some courage, you have something like a pole to hold on to. So
is that your pole?
It is my pole.
Oh,
So
wow.
to bust your ass. You at least have something to grab onto and like slow the fall down.
I never thought about it like that.
Mm-hmm. I have these clear.
Whoa, the way this distorts your hand through it is so interesting too.
I like to hold them up to the light, and I like when you wear them, they make your legs look long because it just looks like you're floating on air.
Whoa.
It'd be like a fish tank.
Mm-hmm. And I've got these ones.
Jesus.
These are my favorite because I like glitter. I like the visual stimulation. And they've got like little star glitters. They're so cute. They were my first 8-inch pair of sandals. The first ones I started out with were 7-inch. But in a way, when you go up a size, it's kind of easier because we do a lot of dancing on the like toe box where you'll kind of balance here.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize that was a feature to it. Can you hold it up again so we can see the toe box part?
Mm-hmm. There's a whole science to like how the shoe works and how you can work with the shoe.
Wow.
I'm not particularly trained in that science. I just kind of go a lot by feeling, and I learn in my classes, but yeah.
How long have you been doing it for?
Actually, February 18th is my 2-year pole anniversary.
Whoa, congrats.
So it's coming up.
Very cool.
And if
Are
it's
you gonna walk with them on?
What'd you say?
Are you gonna walk with them on?
Yes, if it's okay, I can do a little demo of some heel thingies.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of the elephant thing that we talked about. The way that elephants walk, you know?
Yeah, that was not on the show, but
It was not on the show.
elephants, they have like padding, like they're actually on their tiptoes, and they have padding underneath to help shock absorb their huge bodies.
Which I found terrifying, and Hot the Cat found calming.
I found it very interesting.
I love that for them. They deserve to be comfortable. Carrying around all that leather.
I just imagine them with the high heels that you have on. Wow. Is there a reason why they're always clear on top?
It is helpful if you would like to climb the pole. It sticks.
Oh.
This is the style that I like because I like the stability, and it can kind of like shape to your foot the more that you wear it. They do have thinner straps, but I find them a little bit less stabilizing. And there's a lot of boots as well of different materials. So like if you like floor work, they make a lot of suede or other more slidey fabrics, or they do like a patent leather that you can climb the pole with.
Huh.
So depending on what you want to do, you might have a different kind of a shoe.
Huh.
But something like this.
And how tall are you, just for context, for anyone who might be watching?
I'm 5'7".
Okay. And these are 8-inch heels.
Yes.
All right.
So they're helpful if you wanted to slide up.
Oh.
You can sashay and do your little twerk things. You can kind of heel
So tall.
around and clack on the floor or do some clacking against each other as like an exclamation point in your dance is kind of how I think of it. Or maybe you're being kind of slow and sensual, and then you clack something and you got their attention.
Whoa.
They have a whole use. Well, a lot of different uses depending on what you're trying to do and what kind of art you're trying to make, what kind of money you're trying to make. So support your local sex worker and their potential shoe addiction.
Yeah. How expensive would you say one pair of these shoes is?
Cheaper, and you might be able to find some for like $50. Most typically like $80, $60 to $80 is what most of these are, but they can go. I have a pair on my wish list that's like $200. That's these really cool, like fallen angels kind of a design and like a satin boot, and those are like $200. But when I have them, they're going to be called the Devil Stomper 3000s because that's what they look like. So, yeah, they can be expensive.
Yeah,
It's an
I think
investment.
expensive. I have 2 pairs of expensive shoes. I have one pair that's $100, and I feel like grabbing them because they're pretty cool. Would you care?
Show them. Show them. When Esteban pulled out those tap shoes, I was like, oh my God, same.
Nice. Yeah, I started trying to learn, but I just couldn't keep with it. So much work.
You could get some 8-inch heels.
Yeah.
They're pretty easy. They're kind of easy to clack. Maybe easier than tap shoes.
Ta-da! This is the most expensive pair of shoes that I own. And I looked on like 4 different websites to find them, and then they were sold out everywhere. And then I finally got them. And they this like doesn't even express how much they glitter in person.
I'm sure.
And like especially if there's a disco ball, it really adds to the pizzazz. It's also not just like, I think they are rhinestones, but they're like high class rhinestones, you know? And they're Tiffany blue on the bottom, which I think is classy. And they're really supportive and comfortable to walk in.
Really?
Man.
Yeah, I actually wore them to your birthday party. And then I remember I did have to walk home in them after dancing in them all night, and my feet did hurt, but it is that you are a couple blocks away from me. So
We danced a lot. We danced for hours that night.
yeah,
so.
we did for hours.
You broke them in.
Yeah, but they are sparkly, and nice. Thank you so much for sharing your shoes. I have so many more questions about the ergonomic design of each shoe, but and how you decide to. I'm just mostly curious about how the bigger ones are safer. Is it just so that it can catch you?
If like the difference between 7 and 8, if you want to dance on the toe box on the front of the shoe, you just kind of have like more surface area to work with. So that's why I find it easier to use an 8-inch. But a lot, I think, of other people will say to start out at like a smaller heel. So most people start at like a 6 or a 7 for this purpose. If you are like walking around or swinging around on the pole, going upside down, doing some other things, it would probably be easier to have a smaller shoe, because that is just kind of like less weight to carry around. It changes your kind of like where your balance is in your body if your shoe gets bigger. So you might want to have a shorter shoe for that purpose. But I do a lot of floor work or base work around the bottom of the pole. So I like to have that space on my toe box to dance with.
That's a good safety reason to have that extra height. Man, thank you. I'm so fascinated.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
interesting.
thanks for letting me show and tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I enjoyed it.
I wonder if you could use the clacking as like in a song in a way, like the way that you did with the little tap shoes. That would be
Definitely.
Sure you can.
I do have one of my favorite dancers that I follow did these boots are made for walking, and you know how the song kind of like has the dun dun dun, and she's clacking along with that, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
I would like to have a little share. My sister, I used to do tap dancing when I was a kid. I will share an adorable and embarrassing photo at the end of this episode if anybody watches till the end. But the first song that I remember that my sister was also in tap dancing lessons, and they did "My Boots Are Made for Walking" as little kiddos. And that is the first song that that's what immediately what comes to my head whenever I hear that song.
That's cute.
That is cute.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Alex. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
I'm
really
gonna head
cool.
out. Thank you for the time. Thanks for the intro song and everything.
Love having you.
Good meeting you.
Yeah. Welcome.
Bye
back.
everyone. Have a good night.
You too.
That was so fascinating.
Yeah, that was so cool. Not at all.
All over
Like,
in those things.
yeah, those were amazing. Those clear ones were just nuts.
Yeah.
That was, and the way that they looked through the light, like, it did remind me of Elton John's fish shoes, which at one point I thought like I wanted to be Elton John for like Halloween, and finding just one pair of shoes that was like that was particularly difficult. So I think that they should make a stripper heel that looks like the Elton John fishbowl shoe, but includes not a real fish for ethics reasons.
Yeah.
Just because the fish probably doesn't consent to stripping, you know. Sorry. or being upside down and vertical and backwards.
So I completely misunderstood the show and tell thing. I thought we were like showing and telling things we've been working on.
You're more than one. Yeah, that's also something.
It's kind of whatever you want to share.
I don't have an object. I didn't think of it that way.
It's okay.
You have like a story or something that you want to share.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear it? I don't know how long it takes. All right.
Just sit up. Great.
Also, cool shirt.
Huh?
Also, cool shirt.
Oh, thanks. I got this from a neighbor like 10 years ago.
See, you have something to show.
Thanks, Mantis Blimp.
I don't know if I have to be large for this.
I don't know. I guess it's just the way that they've all been so far. But like, yeah, you don't have to be if you don't want.
So this is a short story that isn't done yet. It's in process. But okay, here we go. Let me take a sip of water.
Remember to hydrate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There's a dumpster 30 feet away from my cabin that smells like death. The drunk Texan, always clutching a Coors Light, whose wife described as the grumpy one, told me the death smell was coming from the resort dumpster this morning. He thinks it's from fish, which makes sense because it is Wisconsin after all, and last night was Friday night fish fry. He mansplained this to me this morning when I was looking under my porch, where I chain smoke ciggies every night, to see if some animal had decided to say goodbye to the world beneath me. I knew that it might be the dumpster. I find it important to tell you that. I just didn't want it to be true, because at least if it was a dead animal, it could be buried or thrown in said dumpster. But alas, it is true, and because it's the dumpster, it is so close to me, I know I'm going to have to put up with this stench till who knows when. Looking out at the lake, and I'm surrounded by trees, and all I really have to do right now is love my surroundings and heal and create and meditate and whatever, so I feel ridiculous. But I gotta tell you, I'm so sensitive to smells, dude. I'd always be bitching about some smell to Jan, and they would swear they couldn't smell it, and it would drive me fucking nuts. How can you not smell it? I would scream as I tore up the house looking for the source of whatever smell was fucking up my calm. It seems fitting that the smell fucking me up now is death. Grieving the end of my marriage, and I keep smelling death, the smell of death, but also the smell of joy from yesterday. It is Saturday, and I'm smelling the dead joy of Friday night fish fry. Fish fry up here is such an event. Everyone is so about it. Last Friday, I was at a restaurant chatting with this foodie I met. Him and I kept seeing one another at all the good restaurants in a 30-mile radius, and he wasn't subtle about his judgment when I ordered a burger. As I remember, his exact words were, "I got the fish fry. It's Wisconsin. You know that's what you have to get up here, right? How can you not get the fish fry?" Last night, against my better health, I ordered the fish fry. It was heavy and thick and sat in my stomach like a rock. At one point, I even used a fork to pull the fish out of the breading. Just wasn't for me. But it feels like what you should be doing when you're up here. If you aren't, you're a heathen. It seems fitting that this thing that's supposed to bring me so much pleasure and joy and just doesn't is a source of this death stench, like my marriage. The other fitting thing is that it comes in great waves. Shit will be cool, and I'll just be sitting here enjoying my idyllic little Life here on this lake, at this cabin, and then bam, smell of death. That's how the end of my marriage went. She would be cool. I'd sink in the comforts of married life, cuddling on the couch, watching Netflix, cooking dinner, moments of lightness found in dancing together, going on a hike, and then bam, the smell of death. And once it hit, it was overwhelming in the same way. Try as I might to ignore it, the smell would come in and I would have to confront it. When I didn't have the strength or resolve to face it, I would try to plug my nose, but then I'd end up not being able to breathe and start gasping for breath. The smell of death would climb up my olfactory glands into my brain and overwhelm it with panic. Because where is panic sourced from but the fear of death? Panic is just our reptilian brain saying, hey, I'm scared I'm going to die right now. So I'm just sitting here trying to enjoy what I got while smelling death. I much preferred earlier this week when loons were calling. They have this one call, the one that everyone associates with loons. It sounds like grief and mourning. Someone who's familiar with grief, I've chatted, studied, researched, and reflected on grief a lot. And I don't think I've ever heard or read or understood grief so clearly as when I hear the sound of loons. It just sounds like grief. That's it. That long, low, echoey call is grief. That was at least a comfort. But this dumpster? Keep looking over at it with hate. If it was a person, it would be uncomfortable. It would say, why does this middle-aged white woman keep looking at me like she hates me? What did I ever do to her? That's it.
I'm going to go get something just for context. BRB.
It was great. It was intense. I mean, just the smell of death.
The loon.
Can you make the sound that a loon can make?
No, I don't know how to make a sound that makes.
I think it's like, woo, woo. Nope, can't do it.
No. Ooh, no.
You got this, Mantis blimp? You seem to be thinking about it.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Man, that was deep.
Yeah.
There were lots of things to unpack there. The grief, the smell, the annoyance of the smell, the annoyance of grief. And what an icky smell. I quite enjoy a fish fry. I'm sorry you don't like them. But like, man, like being right next to a fish dumpster is just like, oh, like it's not a pleasant place to be.
No, not when you're trying to enjoy your idyllic bullshit. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of things can come up when you're trying to enjoy something idyllically. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but let me know if I didn't.
It's good enough for the hot show.
That's fine.
Yeah, I like the way that you kind of twist it around like in metaphor throughout the whole
Thanks.
thing. That was nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's this I can't remember the name of the artist, but there's a song that talks about grief and talks about how grief is like glitter. And you know, when you use glitter, it gets fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like my friend at one point during Pride month, like had glitter on his beard and decided to do that in my bathroom. Love you, Derek, if you're out there watching. And it's still, I deep cleaned my bathroom the other day, and I deep clean my bathroom like at least like once a month, like a full get to the grime clean. And I'm still finding the glitter from June this year.
That's totally how grief is. That's such a good metaphor. I'm going to use that for. Did you say you heard that?
It's an artist. I like. Well, I think it's. I'll look up the name.
I'd like to be able to give that person credit because that's a damn good metaphor.
Yeah. Let me do a quick Spotify searcheroo. Pause for a moment.
Be right back, everybody.
I'm gonna mute myself for 1 second. The song is called Glitter by Patrick Drowney. You will probably cry while listening to it. If you are someone who cries while listening to music.
I can remember Brownie because you showed us the Brownie camera.
It's a Downey, like the
Oh.
woodpecker, Droney. So Droney, Droney. Droney.
Droney.
Pepperoni. Apothecary, something you want to share tonight?
Oh yeah, I did bring something to share tonight. Yeah. I don't know how much I'll necessarily have to say about it too much, but it's something that something that I did at one point, and I worked pretty hard on it, but I don't. Most people don't know that it is something that exists. And I'm actually a little disappointed that Skunky isn't here, because Skunky was of great assistance when I was making this thing. I'm sort of stalling so that Mantis Blimp can arrive back. Let's see. This is a wooden mask that I made.
Nice.
Whoa. That's kind of scary.
So cool.
Wait, can you zip up your hoodie a little bit more? Your skin.
Zip up your skin.
You. That sounds like something Skunky would say. He were here.
Yeah, this is.
Did you say it's a loved mask?
No, it's a wooden mask.
Oh, I think you said love it, and I was like, is that what you make love?
It's not loving
Did
that.
you wear that mask and you make love?
No.
No,
This is
just curious.
This is a Halloween mask.
Okay.
I've mentioned before on this show briefly that Hot the Cat as a name and as a red cat came from a little booklet, like homemade book that my mom and my sister made before I was born. And it's just, it's about me. It's about a little red cat. And Hot the Cat has a bunch of friends. Grassy the cat, and Weedy the cat. Grassy the cat, obviously green cat, and this is Grassy's Halloween mask. I really loved the design, and so I made it, carved it out of wood.
How old were you when you made this?
I was 21 or 22. Yeah, like it. I took an actual like big log, like a section of log, and I took out like a section of the end with some wood tools, like a chisel and hammer and stuff, and gradually just carved this down into this. And it even has like a nose hole that
Nice.
is
Yeah.
basically only suited to my nose.
Or no. How do you say that, Shelton? You might know. Or graph. What's the word for when things are designed to your body?
I was saying ergonomic design.
There we go. Thank you. Ergonomic.
I didn't realize I knew what that meant until just now.
That's funny. Yeah, but this is something I've kind of rarely ever done any 3D like sculptural art at all. But at a certain point in my early 20s, I became obsessed with making this mask and worked on it for a long time. And it's just a weird object that I have. And yeah, this one is probably, out of all of the masks in that book, this one probably is the actual like freakiest one. But like, I love the design of it. Like, I don't know if it was my sister's idea or my mom's idea for this design, but I love it. And so I wanted to create it. It was almost like, because that booklet was around, like that book about me, Hot the Cat, was around my entire life. It was almost like bringing something out of a dream into real life.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Is it hard to breathe out of?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you say that it's durable if someone went to attack you?
I would say it's durable, but it probably would break my nose if
I was going to say, that'd break your nose.
It's pretty heavy.
It was an important question.
Yeah.
It makes a good noise when you knock it.
Yeah. So that's my object.
Wow. Thank you for sharing with us, Hot the Cat.
Yeah.
I want to hear more Mantis blimp music.
I was going to say the same thing, and you said when I was thinking it.
All right. Well, can I play a song for you guys?
Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah. That'd be great.
All right. Let me figure this out here.
All right. Okay. We can waste some time for a moment.
Do you want us to bring in other objects to make noises with?
Probably.
I'm gonna drop this paperclip on.
Actually, to take some time, we could do something that it's been a little while since we've done. Do you know what it could be time for?
What could it be? I love that.
Hello, Otter.
It's otter time.
Howdy, Otter. You seem like you are having a little bit of a grump fest right now.
I actually, it does look like he's grumpy. This is kind of like an especially grumpy sort of looking way for him to be. But I actually think that this is maybe some of the most relaxed he gets is when he puts his head and just lets it hang off the edge. He just is so relaxed. It's crazy. I mean, right now he's slightly annoyed because I'm talking about him, and he was just napping a second ago.
Did you two cats get along? Since you're both cats?
Yeah, we get along.
Is that the first time you've asked that question? It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's come up on the show before.
Oh, okay.
Also, I dropped this paperclip on this thing, and I want you to hear the sound. Do you hear it?
That was
What kind of weird
nice.
sounds can you
It was so
Great
nice.
sound.
Oh. Gotta say, pretty cool sound.
Is it segment of the show where we make weird sounds?
I mean, there is a little song of a question. If you want to hear, I know we're gonna listen to some Mantis Blimp, but this might lead well into a Mantis Blimp thing.
I agree.
If it's
Sure
all
it
right
will.
for me to play a song first, I don't want to, just jump in line here.
Play the song.
Please.
What's the coolest sound you can make? I want to hear it when you shake a piece of paper or a rake. Drop some jello on a plate. I want to hear the things you do. Put your nose on a kazoo. Whoopee cushion under your shoe. The sound on a flute. I don't care what it takes. I just want to hear the coolest sound you can make. So what is the coolest sound you can make?
Sorry for blinding you. I was filming it.
Ooh,
Woo! I love that
What?
song. It's a good
What
one.
good sound.
What a sound that you did there, Mantis Blimp.
That was a lot more extreme than I meant it to be honest.
It was a cool sound though. Definitely cool sound.
Here.
I don't know. Let me see if I can come up with a cooler sound than what I've got here.
I'm pretty happy with the one that came up, but I will say I had a paperclip and now it is gone.
Do you guys hear those drums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Dinosaur rap time it is.
Not exactly.
I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wait, was that you, Hot the Cat?
It was.
I thought that was Mantis Blimp.
That was beautiful.
That, to me, that is quite a compliment because I'm working with just like a silly phone and stuff. Mantis Blimp has a whole setup making cool sounds. And if you thought that I was as cool of a sound as Mantis Blimp, I feel pretty good about myself.
I think there was a visual thing happening where I couldn't tell where the sound was coming from, but Mantis Blimp's hand was pressing down on something. So I was like, oh, where is that coming from? Because
yeah,
the cat is suddenly smiling.
I get that.
Mind if I give this tune a shot, y'all?
Oh yeah, please.
All right, here we go.
Pretty excited.
Try it. I haven't practiced this one in a while. See how it goes.
Underneath the rain, the time is hurrying, and the animals are drowned. I'm walking on my life, and I'm living on the grass, and the dripping struck
Woo! That was delightful.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was
So
trippy and cool.
was the sound quality okay on your end?
Yeah, it sounded pretty good.
For real.
It's hard
Yeah.
to tell how it comes
Yeah.
across through the internet waves.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it came through out to the Twitch world well also. But it sounded pretty great from here.
Yeah, same on my end.
Thanks, guys. Fun.
Yeah. Oh, that was just lovely. Once you kind of got going there, I just started thinking like, oh man, I could just listen to this for the rest of the night.
Yeah. It was chill.
I have a dumb question, but that was like there was parts of that I was like, that's a Nirvana cover, right?
Oh,
But it
yeah,
also,
no, totally.
Yeah, but like it sounded so different that like the part of me was like what? This is trippy. But then I was like, no, but it sounds familiar. And then I was like, there are parts of my like high brain that was like, this is so calming to me right now.
Yeah, that's my version of a Nirvana song for sure.
That's
my Nirvana song. I missed that part.
Yeah, I was like, I know this. Like, and I was like, no, I know this. And I was like, should I Google it? And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, I love it. I loved the completely out there version of that song because it's a very enjoyable song. But yeah, great to hear your take on it.
It reminded me if aliens were like in a hot tub, like making that song.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. I'm serious. That's what I was going for.
That could be because we just did the UFOs episode last week, but also like there was like a alien vibe. Maybe you were contacting maybe you were just calling your alien friends with different lines, you know.
Trying to. I haven't heard back from them, but
it sounds like maybe they were calling. Maybe they were calling.
Yeah, both ways.
We'll have to ask last week's guest, Gavin, if he's talking aliens.
I will. I see Gavin quite frequently.
Man, that was lovely.
Yeah, that was great.
I felt like I was in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like you were. And you really, you kind of downplayed how good it was going to be, that you hadn't practiced it in a while. But it was great.
Thank you.
Couldn't tell a bit.
Try to lower the expectation.
Was it Otter?
That was Otter, yeah.
Oh man, that was lovely.
He's
I was thinking like cat, like I want to see like a slow-mo video, like of just like that. Or actually, you remember when did anybody else have like a Windows computer and you could do the like visual effect?
Yeah.
I want like that to play while listening to what you're doing, but you just like the opacity of you like still there, but also with like that
That's a
happening.
great idea. I'm gonna do that now that I still have the the Windows media player. You can still do that.
Really?
It exists.
I remember looking it up on YouTube once and just feeling so comforted and also being like, but it doesn't match up to the music that I'm listening to in the same way.
That honestly was such impressive technology that like it was like affected. The visuals were actually affected by the music and stuff.
I feel like I
Amazing.
It's a real deal.
when I was like,
It's actually when Alex was showing us the pole and the clapping with the shoes, it was reminding me of those lights that react to music. And I was like, oh, I want to see like a stripper like dancing and then like the lights reacting to the clapping of the shoes.
it'd be so well, sometimes that's so because they're like hooked up with the music, not like they can like hear it. You know what I
But
mean?
Kat and I saw these lights that actually hear the music, and that's how they react
Trippy.
at a UFO spot in Utah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jack has chose the T-shirt that I showed last week.
Coolest t-shirt. I would argue that I've seen two amazing t-shirts on the Hot Show, and they've been this week, last week. There have been other t-shirts.
Keep them coming. Now you're under pressure.
You're gonna have to
every week. It's a new segment. You gotta make a video and a song. Oh, with the t-shirts.
I mean, we have pretty inspiring guests coming on for these t-shirts the past 2 weeks.
I actually have a t-shirt I'm wearing that I could show that is in theme with the show.
We can't see you right now.
I know. I'll show you. I'll go in the light.
Blinded by the light.
I'll take off my clothes and go in the light. Okay.
I have ADD.
Here we go. It's getting brighter.
Responses and song
Luda's almost in the light.
Okay. Come to the light, darling.
Luda's in the light.
Let's see.
Luda's in the light.
Okay.
Light up the Luda.
Oh my God, we're gonna be able to see Luda. It's crazy. Not just
Yay.
the light of her cigarette. Okay. Are you ready? Ready?
I was like, I thought we already saw this. Oh my God, there's so many
Whoa.
cats. There's so many cats.
You said you didn't have anything to show, but you did.
Wow. Look at those kitties.
My brother got this for me
Ow.
for Christmas one year, and this was like, I don't know, 8 years ago, a long ass time ago. And then I was at this waterfall in Wisconsin, and I saw this guy wearing the same shirt, and I screamed for him. I was inside the waterfall, and I was like, I have that shirt. And the guy was not excited. Like,
I thought I was.
he was just like so not here for the excitement of us having the same shirt 8 years later from Walmart.
Yo, I went to Riot Fest a couple years ago, and I was recently, I said a couple years ago, but I remember being recently 21, so it was definitely not a couple years ago. It was a long time ago. But I was at Riot Fest, and I like went by myself because like I was gonna go with a boyfriend, and we broke up and whatever. So I see this man in front of me at a set wearing my old soccer jersey. And I like had a minute where I was just like, because I just like gave it to Goodwill because why not? Like, I don't know, it was kind of a cool looking jersey. And also like for context, like my last name is Shelton. My soccer jersey used to say Kepler because our team couldn't afford new jerseys, so you would just get like a jersey from like a couple years ago that was like some other person's, and then we would and so everyone just thought my last name was Kepler. So I see someone in the jersey, go up to this person, and I'm like, do you care if I take a photo with you? because you are wearing my old jersey. And I, at this time, was recently 21, and it was my first time like drinking at a festival and had like a pina colada. So that's the version of me that this poor person is just like, yeah, I guess we could take a photo together. And like I had like a slidey phone at the time, not like a Sidekick slide phone, like a cheap version of that bad phone, and then like have someone take the photo of us. It was very awkward, but it was like too circumstantial to like not document.
Right.
That's so wild because I have a very similar t-shirt story. I bought this t-shirt at a thrift store in Logan Square once, and then a week later I was wearing it, and this guy walked up and he was like, "Did you get that at the Village Discount?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I donated that shirt." I was like, "What the fuck?" We were both excited about it. Our other two, your story, my other story, people were not excited. You should be excited about those things.
Yeah.
I think it's more significant when it's like, oh, like it's like clearly like was like the other person's shirt versus like you guys both just have the same shirt, you know.
I can't believe that I've gone this long without knowing your last name was Shelton, and that's where it came from.
Yeah, my last name's Shelton.
Like, I'm just a year and a half in, and I'm figuring that out. Like,
well, there were 4 people with my first name, and I prefer to go by Shelton, but like there were 4 people with my first name in my like department in college, so it was just easier to go by my last name. But it was just, and one professor just called me, "Okay, none of you can have this name. We're just gonna call you all by your last names." And he looked at me and goes, "Shelthouse." It just like stuck for some reason. Or like
wait, so you could be Shelthouse?
Yeah.
We could be calling you Shelthouse right now.
We're
all these things we're learning tonight.
My friends used to call me, so I was on the marijuana as a teenager at my friend's house. And I need to emphasize how high I was at this point because I was on the marijuana. I was like a teenager. I was at my friend's house. She had divorced parents. One parent was like sometimes home, and like, anyways, we're all sitting around in a little circle at her dad's house on this giant bed that no one ever sleeps in. And one of them calls me Shelton John, and then laughs. And they kept calling me that like for the rest of the evening and then into the next day. And I didn't get it. And then like a month later, I was like, oh my God. So that's what I use as my social media. Shelton
like
John. Elton John. Elton John. The pop star. The one who I referenced with the
shoes.
The shoes earlier.
A lot of swinging back around and stuff happening on this episode. Got a little magic happening.
Can we make some magic happen again with some music? I'm just enjoying that so much.
I do want to emphasize that, we are not over an hour and a half into this. And if you do need to go, Mantis Blimp, we do understand. But it's also a real pleasure to have you. Real pleasure to have you.
We won't keep you hostage.
I feel free to move about right now. I feel
okay.
As a Mantis Blimp,
unrestrained. Yeah, I feel like being carried away by the breeze.
I mean, I would be open for sure to some more music. I also did consider, it's been a long time since we've done this, but we have a little song to get to know some of our guests. If you'd be interested, It does take a little bit of time, though.
It is really fun, though.
It's a long song.
It's a song with a number of kind of questions to get to know you better.
I refer to it as the getting to know you song. It is called a self-portrait song,
I'm
but
not
I've
scared.
been calling it.
Would you like to play? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been a very long time since we've done this on the show. And actually, it's possible we've never done it with Luda before either. But okay, I haven't practiced this one in a while either. Let me get these expectations as low as possible.
Okay.
It's like a punk show.
Yep. This is so punk rock.
What is your favorite band, movie, or kitchen appliance? Tell us your story through an old pair of pants. I want to know you through your history of cars, or show us your trash to show who you are. You don't have to paint it, you could use your bookshelf. I just want you to give us a self-portrait.
It was so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So the beginning there is what is your favorite band, movie, or kitchen appliance? You can only choose one, only answer one.
Okay.
Band, movie, kitchen appliance.
I'm gonna go with immersion blender.
What is,
Immersion blender.
what is an immersion blender?
It's like it's like a handheld little thing, and you stick it in your like a cup that's filled with stuff and turns it into a smoothie.
Yeah.
Or you
Like
can
a
put it in
creamy
your soup.
smooth. Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah,
Or you
immersion.
can make a nice aioli with it. You know.
Oh.
I've never used it for you. I think the most common use I've had is to make a soup creamier and like.
Yeah.
Why is there one online for
Smell smoother.
1,998? I'm gonna
I
share
wouldn't.
my screen on this venture so anyone who doesn't know what an immersion blender.
All right. Well,
Oop.
Sheldon's
Oh.
just gone.
I don't know if I can share my screen without it taking up the whole screen. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Take up the
Like,
screen.
present.
Spread the good word about
Hey,
the
you
immersion
present.
blender.
You
All right.
present, and you present that tab usually.
Right.
Whoa.
Immersion.
That was kind of cool, though. That looks like the shirt. Go back to that. It looks like the t-shirt.
Okay, why is it so expensive? There's ones
No,
that
go
are
back to the t-shirt looking thing.
We'll get there, Luda.
What? Yes! It's a t-shirt! Ah! Ah!
Okay.
Oh, we are having fun.
That was so fun. Okay. Why is there a stark difference between these things? What does it
You
do?
know,
You know,
I can't
I think
imagine
you can get a gray one for a couple $100. You don't need to be.
that.
Shelling
That
out
looks
these.
like that's like
That's
industrial strength. Like that's like looks like it has a handle
For a
like,
restaurant, yeah.
That's intense.
It is on a restaurant website.
Well,
Robot.
Restaurant.
It seems very well engineered.
it's got to hold up.
Well, you said that made it sound sexual.
Well,
All right.
that's what she
Oh,
said.
yeah.
So she said it's got to hold up. That immersion blender.
That's gonna hold up.
Stop. Stop.
Hold up now. Sorry, everyone.
Okay.
It's the right size too.
Stop.
Wait.
I'm turning right. Can't.
All right. I feel like we've explored what an immersion blender.
I don't know what it is. Okay.
Woo! The t-shirt's back. Oh. That's too magical.
All right.
Too magical. Oh,
Ooh,
ooh.
wow, I love that.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Feel free to just sprinkle that sort of thing in whenever you want.
Thank you. I have
Yeah,
all
there you
these
go.
toys at my disposal. It's hard to not be tempted by them.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Coolest sound that you can make.
Oh shit!
Amazing.
It sounded like when you need to squeeze out a fart. You know.
Or a queef. It's more like a. That's more of a fart.
Oh, I'm gonna quickly remove myself because I have to urinate, but I am listening. So.
Because you have to go queef.
Have to go clean. Oh no. What happened to the show?
I derailed it. It's my
The
fault.
magic. The magic's just
Yeah, that's
too much
powerful.
magic. Too much magic.
Queef magic.
Have you
Magic
thought
Queef?
about
Does
that?
that be a cool band name?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Have you thought about that one?
I haven't. Magic Queef.
I kind of like Queef Magic more than Magic
Magic.
Queef.
Yeah.
Quick math. Yeah. What's the next question?
So the next question is, I want to know you. Wait. Brand movie or kitchen appliance. Tell us your story through an old pair of pants.
Oh, man.
So this one, I will say, we've allowed other articles of clothing. If you have any like clothes that are able to kind of like have a story to them.
Well, I'm not at my house. I rent this little studio, so I don't have a lot of clothes to choose from. Just what's on my.
Okay.
Just what I'm wearing.
It's a nice studio.
It
Thank you
is.
so much.
Show us the studio instead.
Okay. Wait, can you switch to forward camera on this thing?
I think there is a way to do that. I don't often do this on my phone, so
You can
I
also
don't actually know.
Describe a pair of something that is.
I am wearing some pretty cool clothes right now.
Let's check it out. There's an opportunity for the studio later.
Yes, I'm gonna try to show the back of my sweater.
Whoa. Almost.
A little more.
This is becoming.
Oh, wow.
From behind.
Stop.
Did it work?
It did kind of work. It was hard to make
Font
out.
is cool, but that's all we got.
Camp or something?
I
Huh?
don't know. It's here. I have a cooler thing to show you.
Oh.
Oh, fueled by ramen. I see.
Wow.
Oh.
Are you a big ramen person?
Yeah, I'm pretty into ramen.
Yeah.
How long have you known ramen?
Oh, sorry. Quite a while.
How long have you and ramen been together?
Ramen and I, we have a long storied history. And
Have
we've had
you,
our ups and downs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have there, like, are you on an off or like on period with ramen right now?
I went back to ramen last week, and it was good. It was almost too good.
I paid a visit to ramen yesterday, so
Wow.
it always makes me feel comforted when I'm sick to see my friend ramen.
Oh yeah.
Are you sick?
No,
Oh.
I was feeling a little under the weather, but I needed a hug and a cup.
Yeah. Some comfort.
Hug in a bowl.
Now, what did the back of your sweatshirt say?
Wait, I have another way. I figured out another way to show you guys this.
Clever.
You never considered that.
Very clever. I'm so impressed by your thinking.
Oh, tell us your story through this old pair of not pants. Pinot.
I
Vino.
can't read it. My phone's too small. What's it say?
Yeah, I'll make it a little bigger.
Pinot Cafe or Vino Cafe.
Dino?
Dino
Cafe.
Is that the band? Is that the band?
Nope, it's a restaurant here in Missoula. Cajun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one in the back of that bar, right?
Charlie B's, yeah.
Yeah. That place was great. They had they had good like po' boys and stuff.
Oh yeah. Gumbo.
I need to know if they have dino-shaped chicken nuggets.
Not at that restaurant, but they do have them in the world. They do make them.
You know what? I'm just disappointed that restaurant doesn't have them.
Yeah, that place was great. I forgot about that place. Definitely, I forgot that his name was the Dino Cafe.
Right?
Well, thank you for sharing your sweater.
Yeah, my pants are too exciting right now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why we kind of open it up to.
They're an old trusty pair of jeans.
That I will say says something about you. Yeah, and that's what we're really trying to do here. Is we're really trying to get a portrait of who you are.
Thank you. I always love it. Old clothes.
I like
the sweatshirt that Sheldon liked. I love that the fact that this is like over 10 years old.
Yeah,
it makes me feel like it's like it says a lot about your character when you keep it for a long time.
And I like that you described it as old trusty.
Right.
Let's see your t-shirt.
My t-shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what I got.
If you feel comfortable doing that.
Also, hey Max in the comment. It's good to see you. We're thank you again for that great. The show will be starting soon. That was wonderful.
Yeah, that was awesome. Great illustration. Hi, Max.
Super great illustration. You ready to show us your shirt?
Well, it's just this guy. It's got a nice little Western cut to it.
Oh, yeah.
Also very old and trusty. Had it for many years.
Good color.
Oh, trusty.
Yeah, that is a good color. I like that color quite a bit.
But not.
Yeah, it's a Hot the Cat kind of color.
Maybe
What a hot color.
What's the next question?
The next one is, I want to know you through your history of cars, or show us your trash to show who you are. You get to choose.
Okay. My first car was a 1989 Subaru Legacy, the sedan.
Fancy.
Yep. It was
Where'd you
red.
grow up? I feel like I need to know where you grew up to.
I purchased that when I was living in Kalispell, Montana.
Okay.
But, yeah.
I'm going to pull up.
How old were you when you got your first car?
It wasn't until I was 21. I waited till I was 21 to even get my license.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, excuse me. The Loyale. That's a very important distinction. Subaru Loyale.
Subaru, how Loyal?
E.
It's just
Loyale.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not. Yeah.
What color?
A red Loyale sedan. Oof. I'm getting hot and bothered just remembering it.
Hello. All right. Can you tell us which photo most closely resembles your car?
How long did you have it for?
That top left, I had it for about a year. I bought it from this real shady junkyard in Kalispell, and it did not last very long.
Mm.
But I learned my
Subarus are
lesson.
expensive to upkeep.
Yeah. But the next car I got was a '94 Mazda MPV, which is by far the coolest car I've ever had.
Mazda
You're gonna want
MPV.
to look that one up for sure.
Color?
Beige. Oh man, brings a tear to my eye just to gaze upon it.
Aww. You love that
Oh,
car? How
nice.
would you have it for?
Is it which one would be the
Oh,
closest?
cool.
I think
This one?
Oh boy, I clicked something.
Oh,
Did I leave?
nope, you're still here.
You're here.
Oh, I'm here. I think. Oh wait, go up a
This
little.
one looks kind of beige.
Go up
Yeah,
a little.
that's
This
that's
one?
totally. Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
some slight differences, but very
How
similar.
how many did that fit?
Well, usually you could take the whole back row of seats out of there,
Okay.
but it still could seat like 4 and then have
And
plenty
at
of
what
room in
age
the back.
did you have this vehicle?
I was probably like 22 to like 28 or something. I had it for a long
Oh,
time.
you love that
Oh,
car. That was the long
yeah.
one. That's why you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting a little emotional.
Yeah, it hurts.
All right, let's move on now. Let's move on.
Don't want to get tangled in the grief glitter.
Okay. Wait, you want the full history?
Well, I mean, you don't have to go through the whole history, but if you want to hit any other major points.
Okay. Well, I did have an Audi Quattro, and you would think that I was rich by saying that, but no, it was a $900 Audi Quattro.
Oh my God! How did you get a car for $900? Wait, what year?
That was a 99.
99. And what color?
Yeah. Silver. This is fun. Thank you guys.
Did any of your
I'm having such a good time.
Shelton told you
it was.
it was
This
fun.
one was the station wagon version.
It was station wagon.
Yeah.
Did any of your cars have names?
Ooh.
The MPV was named Matilda. That was the only one I really loved enough to name.
The van we just saw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had a unique character I hadn't seen in many cars before.
Yeah.
Kat just named my car recently.
This one?
Yep, that's the one.
It oddly seems more like a Subaru than an Audi.
Yeah, it was an odd Audi.
Odd Audi. Odd Audi.
It was an odd Audi.
Audi.
Is
It was an Audi.
Is your navel an Itty or an Audi? Sorry.
Great.
Yep.
Anyways.
Matilda's a good name for it. Matilda was a good name for that car. That's nice.
Audi.
I like that.
Oh,
All right.
Thank you, Matilda.
What happened after this one?
That one was just being a $900 Audi. It was just had all sorts of problems, and I couldn't afford to keep it alive.
Yeah, makes sense.
I understand. I had a Volkswagen at one point.
Then my dad ended up giving me his I forget the year. I think it was like 04 or something. No way, it was newer than that. It was like a 2010 Kia Soul. Also silver. I've had some fun cars in my day.
Kia Soul?
That one was a manual, which was my first. I learned to drive manual on it. It was a blast.
In the mountains? Sorry,
Well, there's some mountains around here.
In the mountains, it's harder to learn how to drive stick. That's how I learned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Down. It was difficult.
You want to be on flat ground when you're.
This is the one that had the hamster commercial. I just need everyone to be reminded of that.
The hamster commercial?
There was a very odd, weird hamster commercial that they decided to go with.
Seeing that.
To sell Kia.
I don't think I remember seeing that either. Great.
It was a Super Bowl commercial, but then it was like an ongoing thing for them for years. It was like hamsters. I'm just gonna type in Kia Soul hamsters. Just so you're aware, this was a massive marketing campaign.
Oh, I do kind of remember that. They were dancing and stuff.
Wow.
All right. Next.
All right. Then we made it to my current car, which my Kia Soul ended up breaking down, and I was in a time of financial need, And my other friend gave me her 99 Subaru Outback.
Back to the
Yep.
Subaru.
I went back into, full circle.
Yeah, really, full circle.
Yep.
Cool. I always like when a story ends for full circle.
What
Yeah.
color?
It's like the green. It's like a really dark green. Classic.
Like a forest green.
It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, that flavor.
Oh my god, my uncle has this car.
What year is it?
99.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think it might be the only other magical object in my life other than the T-shirt and the flute.
But it doesn't have a name yet?
I don't know.
My sister had a Subaru and she called it Subaru Sarah.
Have you thought of queef magic?
Stop.
Queef magic. Yes.
Yeah, tell your dates
Thank
that.
Well, as we learned at the beginning of the show, I am single, but now that
Tell your dates on
Yeah.
Tinder. Be like, I'll come pick you up at the
Yep.
Queef Magic.
no, I'll be
No need to meet at the bar. I'll pick you up in the Queef Magic.
Yep, I'll be there.
Nope,
I'll be there in Queef magic in 5
That'll
minutes.
work. You're
Okay.
gonna slay.
Thank you.
I hate it.
Glad I
I also didn't realize that you guys could see me the whole time while I was doing this. So you guys
Oh yeah.
didn't
Great.
know that you guys could see me eating this massive thing of cheese.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the next question.
Okay, so at that point we get to you don't have to paint it. You could use your bookshelf. I just want you to give us a self-portrait. So now is the point where you get to decide, has the information that we've gotten through this song given us a proper self-portrait of who you are? Or is there anything else you'd like to add? Either show or, I also think it could be a good moment to perhaps give a self-portrait through some music or something.
I'll be back. I need to grab one more thing.
Okay.
Should take us 22 seconds.
Okay, we'll be counting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. We only did 19. 19.
Oh, you said 22. Look at you go.
I'm sorry I was early.
2 seconds. That's what she said.
All right. Well, I just I wanted to share a poem that I've been obsessed with lately.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's also the reason why I've been having this name Mantis Blimp lately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna read it if that's okay.
Yeah. Please.
It's by Charles Jensen. And it's called Only 13 Blimps Remain on Earth. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Blimps are the manatees of the sky. Slow, fat, docile. A group of blimps is called a fantasy. A wild blimp can travel 200 miles a day with help from kind winds. Only 13 blimps remain on Earth. Surviving blimps are live alone in captivity. Blimps seem unafraid of human contact. Blimps appear in the sky any time of year. A blimp's largest organ is its one sac lung. A fantasy of blimps will never again gather in our sky. The moon is thought to be jealous of their spectacle. Blimps are not permitted to mate with other blimps. They live a monastic life. Humans and time are the blimp's only predators. When a blimp dies, remaining blimps sense this loss, and they, for a short time, refuse the sky. We cannot be sure if blimps believe in heaven. Thank you. I didn't write that.
Beautiful, though.
I don't know. That paints some sort of picture, I think.
I have so many thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
Let me get. I liked the line "kind winds."
Yeah.
It reminds me of our clouds episode.
I like the part that says blimps are not permitted to mate with other blimps. They live a monastic life. So then I was thinking of my name being Monastic Blimp, but that somehow turned into Mantis Blimp.
I liked that too. Also, it spurned a, and I don't know if it's too hard to do, but it made me think of a show and tell I have. Because the mantis ray is similar to the eagle ray. And when I was in Cozumel, I was diving with eagle rays, and I am part of this research group where they are tracking the eagle rays. And so they send, even though I'm not there anymore, I get videos of eagle rays like almost every day, which is kind of amazing. So I sent Hot the cat a video of some eagle rays that sound like the poem that you just read. If Hot wants to, I sent it to your email. If you could show it. I don't know if that's possible though.
Maybe. When did you send it? Just now?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It just sounds like that poem. Because blimps are kind of like the manta rays of the sky. Oh no, but it's got to be the video because you got to see them move.
Yeah, get that out of here.
Get that out of here. That doesn't count. That's not my show and tell. What the fuck? That's trash. That's cheesy.
I think you're muted, Sheldon.
Oh yeah, you missed some comedic lines. I had no one looked like, and also it wasn't clear that you were talking about anything like at all. So I was like, "What are you talking about?" This one's face looks particularly scary. I accidentally Google Lensed it. Help! 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 Oh, help!
I don't know what you're doing. I was under the impression that you should stop doing that because we have a cool video to watch.
I was stalling while you found it.
What?
I forgive them after what they did to Steve Irwin.
It wasn't those ones. They probably know the one.
They're probably friends.
Yeah.
Very different rays.
Yeah, those are like the abstract paintings of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, when you're scuba diving above one of those things, holy fuck. Talk about magic.
I got a hickey from a stingray once, like on my hand, because it was sucking my hand too hard. It was gross. It was at SeaWorld because
Was it consensual?
I would say that I was a child, so I don't know if I could consent. They were just like, "You should do this," and I was like, "I guess I'll do it." Okay. I did agree to it, but then it became at a certain point it was like sucking too hard, and I was like, "Get me out of this," and like I can remove my hand fast enough, because it was really like it's like a vacuum cleaner. They should make a vacuum cleaner that looks like a stingray instead of those like or like the you know the ones that go around. Yeah, they should make a Roomba like that.
Did you know Roombas they like take data of your house?
Yeah. Well, they kind of have
Amazon bought them, so Amazon has the data of your house now.
You know what, Amazon? I don't care. Like,
I
learn all you can about me.
I want to circle back real quick and ask. I mean, Mantis blimp I think has a lot of good potential. Have you thought about stingray hickey as a name?
I haven't.
A lot of
Stingray
people
Roomba.
reference the Mary Kate and Ashley movie, Island Under the Sun, at your shows. Just as a heads up there.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay with
Hey,
that.
I have to go, but it was lovely to meet you, Mantis.
Thank
Blimp.
you, Luda. Have fun out in Oregon.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming,
See you around.
Luda. Thanks for
Bye.
sharing your story with us. That was great.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care.
Luda. I will say it was just a weird feeling. So you put a little fish like in your finger, and then it like
Oh, you're
sucks
feeding
up
it.
the fish like from your hand.
Slurps it right out.
Yeah, but then it just kept sucking on my hand, and it was like, can you stop? And then I think I don't know if I didn't let the fish go early enough, or if it thought my finger was a fish, which could have contributed to some confusion. Because I had tiny little child fingers.
I do feel like this is kind of a little bit longer than we've been doing our episodes lately, and I do think that maybe we're kind of swinging towards the end. But I do want to give I want to give the opportunity, if you'd like to do any make any more noises at us, we would invite them into our ears, I'm sure.
I have an
You're
idea.
invited inside this ear hole for music purposes.
I'm gonna try to make one totally from scratch, and it's gonna be a short,
without
sweet
your
one.
mixer.
Short and sweet.
Immersion blender mix from scratch.
All right. Something like that.
That was amazing. That was
That was
amazing.
lovely.
Yeah. That was great.
My guinea pig seems to really dislike that noise for some reason.
Dang it.
He got very upset, and I was like, "What's
Aw.
going on?" So
I wonder what that means in guinea pig.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You must have been cussing him out or something. He was like,
I didn't mean it.
ah.
Oh,
So he's
great.
getting spoiled with little munchies.
Oh, man. I'm trying to get out of here, and we got a little Gulliver Munch time happening.
It's okay. We can get out of here without.
It was really good hanging with you guys.
Yeah, it was a real pleasure. I'm going to quickly just play the outro song. Thanks so much for being here, Mantis Blimp. This has been such a pleasure. This was real fun.
Just what I needed.
And really, like, I've been completely unsure how people like playing live music was going to be, and this just was great. Like, this worked so well.
Yeah,
Lovely, absolutely.
I've got it like hooked directly into my mixer, so it seems to be pretty legit.
Yeah, it worked really well. I think this might be the start of a new chapter in the Hot Show of having more musical guests come on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because since we can't use popular music or copyrighted music,
use unpopular music.
That's not what I was saying. It's nice to have music. Otherwise, we just talk about music. And Elvis Costello once said, "Talking about music is like dancing about architecture."
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to promote on the way out?
I think we need to all subscribe to the YouTube channel of Hot the Cat. That's what I want to promote.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll take sub. Oh, you want to do sub for sub?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's do a sub for sub.
Nice. Mine is youtube.com/Sean Burress.
Sean Burns. Thank you, Mantis Blimp.
YouTube.com/@Sean Burress.
I think that'll do it too. I think either way. I don't think the @ is necessary, but it's optional.
Oh, you know what? I'm already subscribed.
Oh no! I hope. Okay.
I got some other ones I can subscribe with, so I'll get you with another one.
I owe you.
Yeah, everyone subscribe to the Hot Show so that we can name our our YouTube.
You know what? Here, let me see if I can.
I do have to say that not to brag, but I have more than 100.
Could you
And when I
go?
reach that point, it's not like you can name it anything. They like give you a few options that they think.
Okay, here it is.
I don't know.
I hate to say it, but we do not have very many subscribers.
12.
It's only the beginning.
Here we go. You can.
Oh, there it is.
Which is actually better of a name than we used to have, which is a bunch of random letters and numbers. At least this one is close. But it'd be nice to actually change it. Get some more subscribers. We have past hot shows on there. We also have some live songs from my band, The Kitchen. At some point, I'm going to put the show that we played together up on there.
Nice. Yeah, you got that footage.
And thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah.
This is my honor.
Yeah, this was just wonderful. And you know what? That was the hot show. Thank you all for coming down. That was the hot show. Thank you all for sticking around. Hope you had some fun, but now the show is done. So go on, get out of here. Thanks. Have a great night.